Captain D's lobster rolls. Tender lobster meat melts in your beak. I'm going in.
Dave, no!
Come on in to Captain D's today for Lobster Feast. Full meals starting at $4.99.
Captain D's, the taste of the coast.
Didn't get your holiday savings and wish you had more time? This will make you happy. Grand's huge Labor Day sale has been extended. You have one more chance to get up to an extra $400 off or 4 years no interest. Last chance for a big holiday savings. Like this daybed with trundle, now just $2.98. Final days for all military, veterans, and first responders to save an extra 20% off one item. Hurry, up to $400 off or 4 years no interest in Sunday at Grand.
If you can't work because of an illness or injury, call Reginald D. Henry, attorney at law. Social Security, disability, or SSI benefits may be available to you. Reginald D. Henry can help you navigate this complex system and keep you informed. The law firm of Reginald D. Henry understands the Social Security system well. We know the medical evidence needed for your case. We understand how frustrated you feel and want to help. Don't face the system alone. Call Reginald D. Henry at 304-255-6566.
For the first time ever, Captain D's has 2 delicious new tastes for just $3.69 each. Get a giant fish sandwich or 2 North Atlantic lobster rolls. Right now, both are only $3.69 each.
Captain D's, the taste of the coast.
This is WOAY TV, Oak Hill, Beckley, Bluefield. Live from the WOAY studios, this is Newswatch at 5.
Hello and welcome to Newswatch at 5. I'm Dennis Lortz in with Tyler Barker in the Storm Watch Weather Lab. Okay, so the storms kind of came out of nowhere.
They did. We had a lot of sunshine out there. It was a beautiful start to the day and even through the lunchtime hour. But as the afternoon went on, we had some storms move through. You can see some video right now of the flooding that was on North Sand Branch Road down in the Bradley communities. You can see the backyards are flooded, even the roads. You always remember, turn around, don't drown when you see flooded roads. You don't know how deep that water is. Let's take a look at a storm picture right now as well. We got this into us from Oak Hill, from Jimmy Smith. You can see the shelf cloud, the lowering of the clouds, and that's thanks to some cold air rushing out of that thunderstorm and clashing. Let's take a live look out now with Jonathan Chance, who is live out in the field and is going to give us a little perspective of how much rain has fallen so far. Jonathan?
It happens. See, my phone just died and I was trying to come back on.
Right there, we're having a little bit of a trouble there, but let's take a look at the radar as well. There's still a lot of rain falling out there in some locations, especially down across the south, but still here in Oak Hill and Beckley seeing some moderate showers right now along 19 and I-77. And then further to the south, down into Mercer County from Eads Mill to Athens up towards Farley and Hilltop, seeing some heavy rain, lightning, and thunder. Strong storm right now into McDowell County from Welch and Gary. There is a flash flood advisory in effect for Mercer County until 8 p.m. We also have another one in effect for Tazewell County that includes Bluefield until 8:15. A wider view will show you the showers and storms are really picking up off to the west thanks to a lot of tropical moisture that we're going to continue to watch. Where you've seen rain, those temperatures have cooled down into the upper 60s. Coming up in your full forecast, we're going to talk about Friday Night Football, if it's going to be a washout, and I'll also let you know how the tropics are doing straight ahead in your full forecast.
Great, thanks, Tyler. It is considered one of the best whitewater runs in the world. Thousands of rafting enthusiasts are in southern West Virginia right now for the 50th anniversary of the Gauley season. Governor Jim Justice declaring a 5th season. In the winter, spring, summer, fall, there is now Gauley season. 6 weeks every year after Labor Day. The top rafters from around the world come to southern West Virginia to experience the Beast of the East, which is a thrill every Labor Day when they get to ride the waves. The river drops over 335 feet in less than 13 miles.
The course of the year, you know, it ranges from probably 100,000 raft trips and everything to on up to significantly more than that. So it is, it's just unbelievable the number of people who come. I mean, other states don't have this. This is so special. We should just continue to brag about how good we are.
That's for sure. The Upper Gauley Big Water rafting is all about the excitement. It's an intense, pulse-pounding whitewater experience, not for the faint of heart. as Portia Thompson shows us from the shores of the river.
It's the 50th anniversary of the whitewater rafting industry, where thousands of people from all across the nation come to West Virginia to experience the Gauley River.
It's especially this time of year, usually rivers are getting low everywhere else, so having predictable dam releases on the Gauley is awesome, and everybody kind of looks forward to this time of year.
The Gauley season brings in 50,000 people who continue to come back. The river is made for those who can self-save, but most just do it for sport.
I love it. No better place to be this time of the year. It's for recreation, get some friends together, and this year there's 5 of us, like there were 7 of us last year.
Gauley season is an exciting time here in the Mountain State. Anyone can come experience the beautiful white water and all that the river has to offer. Reporting in Summersville, Portia Thompson, Newswatch.
Thank you for that, Portia. The governor announced the state's newest season as the first of 23 controlled releases took place at Summersville Dam. Releases from the dam create the ideal whitewater rafting conditions. And coming up a little later in the half hour, we're going to get into a raft for a wild ride down the Gauley. That'll happen in about 20 minutes. Slick roads out there tonight add in road construction, and you're bound to have a few fender benders out there. Tonight, prepare yourself for even more road work, all part of the governor's Roads to Prosperity program. The plans reportedly include adding a 3rd lane going both north and southbound between the Route 19 intersection and the I-64, I-77 split. The project, a topic of discussion for nearly 20 years, but it never happened due to the high cost. We'll keep you posted on any dates that should arise as developments are made on the project, both on air and online, at WOAY.com. If you live in Fayette County and get a phone call from someone that claims a relative has been arrested in another state and needs your help with money, hang up. It is not real. The Fayette County Sheriff's Office advising that under no circumstance should you send any money if a supposed relative is behind bars. The Sheriff's Department will always contact you directly, never through a third party. Chances are you or someone you know drives a Ford F-150. Well, today, the auto giant announcing that it's going to recall nearly 2 million of the F-150s because of a problem with the seat belts. Drivers say the seat belts spark and then catch fire. The recall covers F-150 models built from 2015 through 2018. There have been 25 reports made to Ford claiming that their seat belt smokes and then sometimes catches fire. Ford plans to remove some insulation within the seatbelt packaging area and install heat-resistant tape to repair the problem. The Adopt a Highway program in southern West Virginia needs volunteers, and now's the time to sign up and get involved. Since 1988, hundreds of volunteers are responsible for cleaning up close to 70,000 miles of state highways and roads. Much of this happens during the annual spring and fall events. If you're interested in helping out, you can head to an event on Saturday, the 29th of September. You can also find all of the information for registration on our website at WOAY.com. 3 of the best football players of all time in southern West Virginia today, sharing what they've learned over the years on being winners both on and off the field. Newswatch reporter Dylan Fearon up early this morning at a packed Raleigh County Convention Center to listen in on the huddle between the athletes and the students.
If I did it, you all can do it. We all grew up the same way.
You got to begin to start thinking about your life. We all would like you all.
Those are just some of the messages excited Raleigh County students heard, delivered by Football Hall of Famers Anus Williams, Darryl Green, and West Virginia's own Randy Moss. They're showing students that anyone can be successful. All they need is...
It's inside of you. You know, you want to be successful, obviously. Make sure you're wise about what you're trying to do, that is realistic. Make sure you're not punching yourself out. You're not the one hurting your progress.
It's great that 3 Hall of Famers came and seem to really care about our futures.
This is all part of the Strong Youth, Strong Communities program. Green created it, then found other Hall of Famers who wanted to get involved, and then got Moss to be a guest in Beckley.
He loves this state. I mean, literally, I'm just coming out of the back there talking. This guy loves this state. I don't know everything, but that guy loves this state, and he's a great asset to this state.
And as Moss wraps up speaking to students from Woodrow Wilson High School, all the students I talked to said Randy Moss isn't just from West Virginia. Randy Moss is West Virginia. In Beckley, I'm Dylan Fearon, Newswatch.
Thanks, Dylan. At the end of the presentation, Moss even invited a youth football team from Beckley to visit the Pro Football Hall of Fame in December. A new community center designed to tutor students and adults in computer science and robotics opened its doors today. City leaders with scissors in hand for the ribbon-cutting ceremony at the East Beckley Community Transformation Center. New computers, TVs, and game consoles are available to all the students. The goal to help people after school learn about the different kinds of technology.
It's important that we have this building because it gives our students and adults an opportunity to come and learn computer coding, robotics, educational classes that will help our students our goal is to help them go to college.
And Webb adds the center will officially open September 25th and will be open Tuesdays through Fridays from 2:30 until 4:30. More positive economic news out of Beckley tonight as the Veterans Affairs Medical Center is going to be expanding the emergency department for veterans. The price tag on the project is just over $3 million. It'll take that much money to complete the final stages. Construction will begin later this month, and the hospital expects no delays during construction. We told you Wednesday that goats were expected to arrive today in Thurmond, but the National Park Service now says the goats are delayed, but they will be here Saturday evening or early Sunday morning. Once the goats arrive, you'll be able to see them along the historic railroad tracks, eating the foliage and invasive plants. Still to come on Newswatch at 5, we've got the latest on an afternoon of wild storms and a wild ride we're about to take in the raft along the Whitewater Rafting River.
This is what high blood pressure looks like. Talk with your doctor to create a treatment plan that works for you. Go to loweryourhbp.org.
Joe Manchin always voted for Obama, and he voted to keep the disaster known as Obamacare. Joe endorsed Hillary 100%, and Joe Manchin voted no on the tax cuts. He's voting against your tax cuts. He voted against repeal and replace. He votes against the things that we want, and he votes against the people of West Virginia. You can't do that.
Senate Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, I'm Matt Martin, and in all my years of playing professional hockey, I've gotten my share of bruises and injuries. But for many who really put their lives on the line every day, it's not always the injuries you can see that hurt the most. I'm talking about our veterans. Every single day, 184 veterans are diagnosed with post-traumatic stress, and tragically, 20 take their own lives. When medications and therapy don't help, professionally trained service dogs can. American Humane, serving the U.S. military for over 100 years, has put together a free guide to help veterans obtain these life-saving service animals. If you are a veteran or know a veteran struggling with PTS, please go to AmericanHumane.org for this free, downloadable resource. Let's give our veterans the help they need to win their battle.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
Hey, let's check out this park. Oh, wow, that's really cool. To find a great local park or forest near you, go to discovertheforest.org.
Newswatch Weather is brought to you by R&R Comfort Systems. Comfort is our name.
Welcome back, everyone. Tyler Barker in now, and it was an afternoon of surprise storms.
It was, and a lot of heavy rain. It felt like the thunder never stopped. It just continued to roar, and we had some flooding out there in some locations as well. And I know everyone's wondering, is that going to affect Friday night football? Let's take a look at your weather forecast right now, and you can see there will be a few storms around kickoff tonight. Not everyone's going to see the rain, and it's not going to be a total washout. Temperatures will stay in the upper 60s and low 70s, and it will stay muggy as well. Here is a viewer photo sent in to us by Jimmy Smith from Oak Hill. You can see the lowering of the clouds. We call this a shelf cloud. You can see the lowering there. That's all thanks to some cold air dropping out of that thunderstorm and rushing out ahead of the storm, clashing with the warm air. They're not violent, but they are very interesting to look at. Radar right now shows some showers and storms still in progress. Still seeing moderate rain right now across Oak Hill, down into Bradley, Mount Hope, and to Beckley. And then down to the south, if you're in Mercer County, southern Summers County, from Hilltop to Farley, you are seeing some heavy rain, even some thunder and some lightning. Back into McDowell County, a strong storm in progress from Coalwood up to Welch and down into Gary. Expect some very heavy rain over the next couple of hours. We do have flash flood watches, or I should say a flood advisory in effect right now for southern Mercer County and also into northern Tazewell County. That includes Bluefield. Both of those in effect until 8:15. The good news is the flash flood warning that was in effect for Raleigh and Fayette County has been allowed to expire early. There's a lot of moisture out there, a lot of tropical moisture. Temperatures where you've seen the rain and clouds, they've cooled off quite a bit into the upper 60s and low 70s. Welch still in the low 80s, even up into Charleston as well. Our dew point still in the upper 60s, so it's still feeling muggy outside. Futurecast showing over the next couple of hours, we'll see things quiet down a little bit. Can't rule out an isolated storm overnight tonight. And then going into your Saturday, there'll be some patchy fog. Notice what happens in the afternoon hours. We start to see some heavy rain develop. Again, we may have to watch out for a little bit of flooding in some locations, and then more storms move in for Sunday. So the chances of rain stay pretty low overnight tonight into early tomorrow, but notice they jump back up. Very widespread, likely showers and storms by the afternoon hours, both tomorrow and into Sunday. It's not the best weekend. Our rainfall totals over the next 7 days look to average out anywhere between 2.5 to as much as 5 inches. And again, that's going to be dependent on what Florence does out in the tropics. Now, right now, it's still a tropical storm as of 5 p.m. with winds at 65 miles an hour. But notice the track. As it moves off to the west, it picks up some strength as a Category 3. And even going into a Category 4 hurricane as it nears the East Coast. And the models, the latest on those, have pretty good cluster over the next couple of hours and into the next several days of keeping it to the west. But notice what happens. Some of these models make a landfall, so it's something we'll have to track. We're still almost a week away. And we also have newly formed Tropical Depression number 8, well off the coast of North Carolina, well out into sea. Not expecting any problems with it. Your 7-day forecast shows temperatures in the upper 70s tomorrow, low 70s on Sunday. We'll keep the chances of showers and storms in here through each and every day of next week.
Sounds wet.
It does. Have the umbrella handy.
I will. It's in the car.
Okay, there you go. Well, not going to do you any good.
Thanks, Tyler. Southern West Virginia is the destination, and whitewater rafting is the adventure. We white-knuckle it down the Gauley River a little later, but first, an adorable and well-mannered little baby boy desperately hoping to find a home. You'll meet our pet of the week next.
Our church was in need of a new heat system. R&R came out, installed a new system. The work was exceptional, customer service was awesome, and the pricing was very fair. So if you need some work on a heat and cooling system, I highly recommend R&R. Give them a call.
We are R&R.
R&R Comfort Systems. Let us be your HVAC heroes.
Injured in a wreck with a big rig? We're recognized among West Virginia's top 10 trucking lawyers.
And we don't get paid unless you do. It's a good reason to call Farmer, Klein & Campbell.
We know truck wrecks.
Call 252-5990.
No other sandwich stacks up to Geno's Little Publix. Now only $5. We start with fresh dough. Add ham, real mozzarella cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onion. Our special sauce, then bake it to a golden brown. Little Publix, only $5. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
How do you top your pizza?
Geno's is now offering a carryout deal. Get a large 4-topping for $11, then add a large with up to 4 toppings for just $5. Geno's Pizza and Spaghetti House. A deal too good to top.
Anything else for you guys?
Dude, you should get a lotto ticket. You could win.
Man, I got a better chance of getting a hole-in-one.
I'm Joe Manchin. I was born and raised in Farmington, West Virginia, and this is what I'm fighting for. A strong military, securing our borders, and keeping our promises to our veterans and our miners. Skills and technical training to create good-paying jobs, decent, affordable health care. And the Second Amendment, always. I approve this message because I'll work with both parties and any president who wants to get things done for the people of West Virginia.
Hey, you okay?
A good doctor.
Oscar.
She saved others.
Oh my God.
But can she save her own family?
It's not okay. It's not going to. What's wrong with her son?
General Hospital, this week on ABC.
Welcome to this week's Adopt a Pet, brought to you by the New River Humane Society and us here at WOAY. I'm here with Beth, and who is this little cutie?
This little cutie is Lee. He is a Beagle Dachshund mix, we think. He's probably about 15, 20 pounds. He's a little nervous on the table, but he is so, so sweet. He's already neutered. He'd make the perfect little guy. He is a little bit shy at first, so he needs a little bit of patience with you, but he is just a little lover. So if you're interested in Lee, you can call the shelter at 304-574-3682.
I know when I was over at the anchor desk, he was trying to come over.
Yeah. I was rubbing on him in the back room, and he was just like, oh, give me more. So he loves attention, and he's pretty calm for, like, you know, his size, and he's pretty young, probably about 1 to 2 years old. So I think he'd make a great family pet.
Absolutely. And what events do you guys have coming up?
So our monthly meeting is this Tuesday at Elliott's. That is in the hotel behind Dairy Queen in the banquet room. So if you want to come join us, it's at 6:30 this Tuesday. We'll just be going over different events, fundraising, different things to help out the shelter. If you want to, contribute or, find different ways that you want to help, we would love to have you there. Again, it's at 6:30 at Elliott's on Tuesday. And then, of course, we do the dog walks every Saturday from 11 to 4 at the shelter. If you want to come walk dogs, play with kitties, anything like that, we would love to have you out to socialize and have fun with that.
And then donations. I know that's a huge factor. What donations do you guys need?
So we need dog food, cat food, kitty litter, collars, leashes, flea treatments, anything like that. And of course, always monetary donations for vet care. We see vet care come in about almost every week. So, we definitely need donations for that as well. So.
Perfect. Well, don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Let's go Y-U-G-O. Let's go Y-U-G-O. Oh no!
Wyatt!
Guess it's time to call Window World.
Window World windows are beautiful, energy efficient, and maintenance free. Save up to 35% on heating and cooling costs. We offer 0% financing for 18 months.
Window World of Beckley, simply the best for less.
Tune in to WOAY TV every Tuesday during News Watch at 11 Sports, where we recognize the Lewis Nissan Athlete of the Week. These athletes give it all for their sport, and we proudly support them.
The Lewis Nissan Athlete of the Week, only on WOAY TV.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. Love. But what really makes up this country of ours? What is it we love? It's the people. Almost half the country belongs to minority groups. People who are lesbian, African American, and bi, and transgender, and Native American, and proud of it. After all, what's more American than freedom to celebrate the things that make us, us? This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, disability, sexuality, race, religion, and any other labels. Because the second any of us judge people based on those labels, we're not really being patriotic, are we? Because love has no labels.
Be on the lookout for the dreaded digital deadwalkers.
Dude!
They're not looking out for you.
Engage!
A public service safety message from the American Academy of Orthopedic Surgeons.
Gully season celebrating 50 years of intense white-knuckle rafting. Reporter Clay Abney strapped GoPro cameras to a raft, climbed in with other enthusiasts, and took off. Watch.
JoBeth Stom led our group on a 2-day trip down these epic rapids.
It's about to get real.
She's been tackling the Gully as a guide for 12 years.
They call the Upper Gully the Beast of the East. It earns its name. There's 5 Class 5s. Your last Class 5, it's a 14-foot cascading waterfall slide.
Oh yeah, here it is.
The Gully is a dam-controlled river, and every fall it gets a surge of power when the Army Corps of Engineers releases 22 days of raftable whitewater.
So they release the dam at a level usually around 2,800 cubic feet per second of water, which makes for amazing whitewater downstream.
Our guide has rafted rivers all over North America, Indonesia, and Africa.
The Upper Gully River is still my favorite river I've ever been on, favorite stretch of any river I've ever been on. The Upper Gully is just, it really packs a punch. Not just your big 5 rapids, but every rapid in between can be challenging and just so much fun.
And after rafting on 3 continents myself, I couldn't agree more. Conquering the Gully ranks on the top of my list.
I've rafted all over the world. This is still intense.
And as one final salute to the Great Gully, I accept our guide's challenge and give a tip of my paddle to Pillow Rock as we passed it in this epic Class 5 rapid. I'm Clay Abney. Remember, whether you're taming the rapids or floating the river, get outside and make adventure.
Yeah!
Part of your next destination.
And Clay and his wife are in town for the weekend. They will be out on Sunday, partaking in the whitewater rafting on the Gully River. Tyler Barker up next with a final check of your forecast. We'll be right back.
No other sandwich stacks up to Gino's Little Publix. Now only $5. We start with fresh dough. Add ham, real mozzarella cheese, lettuce, tomato, and onion. Our special sauce, then bake it to a golden brown. Little Publix, only $5. Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House.
How do you top your pizza? Gino's is now offering a carryout deal. Get a large 4-topping for $11, then add a large with up to 4 toppings for just $5. Gino's Pizza and Spaghetti House. A deal too good to top.
I'm Patrick Morrissey, and I approve this message.
Patrick Morrissey, working class roots. Dad, a World War II vet. Mom, a VA nurse. Worked his way through school. His values taught him how to fight and win. Patrick Morrissey beat Obama at the Supreme Court, saving coal jobs, protecting our Second Amendment, conservative fighter, winner.
He's going to fight for you like nobody's ever fought for the people of West Virginia. Patrick Morrissey is truly a vote to make America great again.
It's a short ride from your neighborhood to your naturehood.
To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
A final look at your 7-day forecast. We have temperatures in the upper 70s out there tomorrow, a 60% chance of showers and storms. That will last through the weekend. It's not going to be an all-day washout either day. I think the better day will be Sunday. Have the umbrella handy. Temperatures a little bit cooler in the low 70s, but it stays very humid as we have a very tropical air mass in here. And then going into next week, there's a chance of showers and storms each and every day. Temperatures will slowly climb back up to the upper 70s and low 80s, and those overnight lows will stay in the low to mid 60s.
Why don't you just paint rain across that whole 7-day forecast?
I should, I'm sorry.
That wraps it up for us at 5, folks. We'll see you back here in about 30 minutes.
It begins with a story, a connection.